Reality bites, it can be very difficult, particularly if you are a celebrity. You see, the bottom line is when you're a celebrity, things are going well for a few years. And having worked with many in my time, let me tell you, it's very difficult when that sort of planet goes further down. You know, you can have number one after number one, hit albums, tours, you need security, you're frightened to go out alone. And then suddenly, in the blink of an eye, nobody cares. They've moved on. They've grown up. That's the life of a pop star. Increasingly now, more so in this digital influential world. You see, people are not called celebrities anymore, they're influencers. You know, apparently you can put things up on YouTube or indeed, you know, Instagram and Twitch or whatever it's called, and we're being influenced to buy things and products that we might not be interested in. But the power of people is the reason why they're celebrities. Very confusing. It used to be based on talent. This is now the problem, as one can imagine, surrounding the former royals known as Harry and Meghan. You see, for years, Prince Harry simply traded on the fact that he was cute, ginger, and of course, a member of the British monarchy. Some people even pointed out that at points he was even more popular than our late monarch in polls. So you can understand how it simply went to his head. And as we've seen in his spare autobiography, seethingly jealous of his elder brother, Prince William. Because, of course, he managed to lose his hair faster, but he did have those beautiful blue eyes, those steely eyes that look very like Diana, as one can imagine, in the flesh. But now both Harry and Meghan are having to come to terms with the fact that exactly who's more powerful. And according to a very good source, fractions are starting to break out within the House of Montecito. Let me explain. You see, what's happened of late, as we've now seen, and this is only the tip of the iceberg that has been made public, is a lot of the ideas, a lot of the things that both Harry and Meghan hoped and dreamed about coming a reality have simply backfired. Now, the PR spin is that they've just had a run of bad luck. I would say about 5 years, really, a run of bad luck, because they've done nothing but trash the people that could have possibly helped them, their association with the British monarchy. Even their Netflix just has backfired, you know, people just don't like them anymore. Now, the bigger problem is this. Once you start to lose the allure, you start to look at each other and say, well, who's to blame? Now, with the recent lights of the fact that the Bidens simply wanted to distance themselves, and I've been told by a very good source that Dr. Jill Biden, the First Lady, has a very affectionate soft spot for Prince Harry, but of course would do nothing to interfere with the family of the King and the Queen Camilla, rightly so. But according to that source also, Meghan is now wondering who's actually got the power. If they can't get guests like Taylor Swift to appear on a podcast, they can't hitch a ride on Air Force One coming back from London to the United States, forget the power, but simply they can't even get that, then really, what's the point of it all? Now, I'm not suggesting for one moment that divorce is looming, but it does create problems. The world's media are looking toward you to see exactly whether you win or fail. And it's all very well pundits going on air saying everything they touch turns to gold. Yes, she may have had a number one podcast for a nanosecond. Yes, they may have had, of course, that hit with the Netflix series, but based on trashing a family that are well loved around the world. Other projects, like The Bench, disappeared without a trace. Other things also, like the business program with Netflix, nobody watched, but that's just swept under the carpet. So as they now both look towards each other, I've been told fireworks are flying, and as ever, the blame game is kicking in. Truly, this is serious times for Harry and Meghan. It's a developing story, and as ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.